and the Cam Sports TV on YouTube. I would want someone in Saka and yede Ebremo. Ejebo. Ejena Nyababidu. The Blasters of Ghana team are qualified for the World Cup 2026. Ebebaso, Mexico, Canada, and the United States of America. Don't forget, say out of the three countries here, Omobe host to World Cup yi, Mienu Etimi host to be that, and Mexico host to be Mienu in 1970, 1986. Samson United States of America host to in 1994. Nti se o se o hwa na che se country si Mienu, Mexico the last time we host to World Cup no, mfi aduasa enkron nie. Sa enso na o se o hwe US from 1994 Ede Babisi eye 2000 nko ayi 6 years na or the 25 years account 31 years and a US etimi e host to a World Cup here almost any other opportunity ever be host to be it is a lifeline and a life wire for most of the Africa countries that will be qualifying to the World Cup here ebe basono but Ghana there finally yetimi are qualified to the World Cup baso bibia etimi ekoyi edema don't forget say ye bo against Comoros na Comoros are last two games no o machia o matia no ye share in the AFCON emomotimi ehye abrade da you ekonya red card and we met the first round of the FIFA World Cup almost share by a goal to nil inti ene no mo ba na wo se tia omo ye stamp authority over them and finally Kudus Mohammed etimi nya goal na dem in the 47th minute ama blaster yetimi a qualifier yeko akopim ewo three countries already medi kan ebobo edino na we and sensem how a match the course the journey no where it started any baby about be through the issues by otado stories yempam no onko onyade wantimi an qualify for AFCON yemani stay yemani ntena wa qualify yemfa new coach all these combined finally yetimi a qualify for the World Cup na otado ayi history eno history obi antimi nye bi ewo memu ha sa enso na ye bi wrem match no see si koye I think Blasters play a more dominant game but especially in the first latter part of the first half and in the second half the last 10 minutes we are changes in the buy no and a Comoros a bad game nimye Otado setting up a three back plan. I don't think it was the best for the team. It's we share Comoros now so also who defend with 5 for the I don't think it's the best of system. But the most important thing is that whether it was the best of system, the coach has been proven right. Or was 1-0, were qualified to the World Cup. So you can criticize the system, but the reality is that the most important thing is what we are qualified. Nanoni adia na Ghana ni dia epe. Kudus Mohammed na assist any the goals at the World Cup say Jordan yet say Thomas Tepati say in a situation say Otado say in a situation local players being a chance to be part of the team and how did they excel teams better normal free we any sense ma ye de ebremu ewo ho ye run semunimu dia na Ghana atimi a qualify for the World Cup in 2026 now don't forget say ye journey start here 2006 the team making ye debut etimi koko pie mu ewo World Cup na ye call ye no ye koko boy ye homodin etimi could do the run of 16 ye lose to obaya ye friend Brazil in 2010 ye sa boy ye homodin ekoko pie mu ewo ho lose to the Celeste of Uruguay and so Samson at 2014 year a group of USA, Germany and Portugal ye timi qualified Amaniama TV Ankoye and in 2022 it was South Korea, Portugal, Uruguay. Once again, we failed to qualify from the group. I also Niama Antimi Ankosi and Famae. And no ande enough for us. You continue to be pursuing your course no to make sure say the World Cup in a day and me Akobi because FIFA a history. FIFA ya di obia in by 3 countries hosting a World Cup. Until now, I was a Ghana yetimi ekoko piem eho. Na ye draw na ye Mali wo group no. Now most of Ghanaians were not happy seeing Mali in the group. The reality is that the last time I knew Mali boy in a friendly match, almost a 3-0. And Mali yetima na omaye emerging force who were playing better and na ama yem ehyehyɛ. But again, the Mali team is under decline. The key figures within the team that are expected to step up, omo nye discipline to call up omo mo bi. Nti ye gen start here ewo Bamako, and that changed everything so far as the World Cup qualifiers are concerned. But for me, in all this game, mama bempo to ado abasopa enye the Mali game in Ghana, enye the Comoros game, enye the Chad game, enye the Madagascar or the Central African Republic game. But the game against Mali in Bamako for me changed everything, and then only play about 70% of the qualification. Yetimi ede akwa kopim e World Cup e ma bibi yetimi akoyi. Nti e ko winning 2-1 no, that changed the narrative, changed everything. No na ne appreciate ya ede abebe drew the leveler obi e kase ya ade kochoto ado ya ade to qualify to the World Cup baso US, Canada, and then Mexico. Sana yehwe ene game na Coach Utoado started with a 3-4-3. 3-4-3. Eno any ekwan ofa so ehye ni game no ase. Na ohwe a obo goalkeeper Benjamin Asare in post. Ena obo Abrante a yefe no Jiku, Mohamed Salisu, and then obo Ajiti as the 3 center backs. Ena owie no obo Alidu Sedu as a right wing back. Ena obo Ebenezer Anan as a left wing back. And obo central midfield of Kwasizibo and then Thomas Tepati and obo Jordan Ayew on the left, Muhammad Kudus on the right, Antion Semenyo on top. Now sometimes obo Kudus free roll. Intiana Kudus a free ho. No aba bigina eye Jordan any Semenyo echi. Na kwakwe narrow formation up front. Omo widen park ni bebrebe. That was the exact planner. Coach Ayefen Otado and so etimidi room. Bibia etim ekoso na ye start game no as usual na wo say Comorofo na get that confidence omo try say omo ebitimi a control game no ene ye omo build up no hu say omo defend with 10 and omo game no 4-5-1 and only how they defend it baby omo a lot of numbers in their own half. The good thing for their side is that omo je ball na omo monsim, they have the ability to control and maintain possession and almost put the passes together and my who that team working a woman. But hey again and now they say no almost to try the back line ekokudru Abrantia your friend Benjamin Asare my SM brother no muntimi eduru no ho and so we decided all the pressure baswa they now omo yan so be exploiting the weakness of the wing backs e ho no mo say ahoden went. It worked to perfection for them. Omo exposed to Alidu Sedu on several occasions. Omo exposed to Ebenezer Anan on several occasions. But centrally, na edin sa obetra Kwasizibo, na edin sa obetra Thomas Tepati. And anytime we be omo beje ball, omo coordinate very well. Emma who say omo control the midfield no. Emma who say game na omo kono, na game no ekononim. And then Thomas Tepati, who involvement be but who say game we be dealing wa. Who say you have a personality and individual. Wabobo to the highest level in the crab ball at the ball. Kudus was just a thorn in the flesh anytime of being a ball. And Kudus, for me, in the last few games, has been consistent and will show the level of being expected. Say Kudus Muhammad Ebitimi Ashono taking the game to then take 1 or 2, 3 players. Now Osha Abrantia aboard the left side of a year. The defense edema eye Comoros Abranti efen Ismail Bora ohwe ya ne ho chiri nie pa because Ali say duba na Kudusu ba na Thomas Tepati enso ba. So the right side of the Ghana attack no 3 players na namho and so ohwe ya eno na the pressure ba ya goalkeeper Azimati ebe pin ball no eba ya ball ekudi the right side in Thomas Tepati e ball no edema Kudusa Kudus etimi eka ball no to ma in the 47th minute and Kudus Mohammed etimi nya goal edema Ghana eba bibia etimi ekoso yi. From that no say still Ghana were dominant. You try say betimi aye bibi. And if you are talking about Kudus Mohammed in the World Cup qualifiers, 2 goals 2 assists and Odema 2 goals 2 assists and Odema in the World Cup qualifiers, and overall 13 goals na washe edi ama omaya your friend Ghana ewo ho and Kudus Mohammed Edia also etimi. For me, he played very well, and the level of quality that we expect him to show in the Blaster game in the last few games, I think he just showing it, and we need to appreciate it very well. Kudus played very, very well, and Yama Etim Ekosie. Thomas Tepate also played very, very well, and who say Thomas Tepate, the demand that Ghana for here from the Hono, and only idea, not Thomas Tepate, and so Ede Emma on the field of play, Emma Bibia Etimi Ekosie. Oto had when you Juma Bibri to do, because team na no mobile, no quality, no, and ya de quality, it was to be a team who keep composure, who stick it to your plan, who try to do the simple things right. And only idea na kwasizi wo ya na mo manage no. Just do the simple things right. Oji ball na farmer the obey. Oji ball na jemu mo omuna jina. Ball ni bi ba you go, you battle him, you pick the ball, you recycle play, you start the tone, and then we move on. That was exactly the kind of work here. Jordan just holding up play, hold the ball, don't give it away, and then I know you know draw the fouls, you know. Until Semenyo was a liability, a passenger within the game, and that has always been him in the Blasters in recent times. The supply chain, no, because on the right, Ali the same this across on the left, over Ebenezer Anana, not so much creative element within his game, and the creative outlines like Kudus and other players, no, almost supply balls in Masemonyo, and Masemonyo intimate the kind of supplies over expect to be the game, no, he ran to the left, he ran to the right, middle, enjoy play, but still supplies no emba and so and a game 80. Until after that goal, and a Blaster decided say, pushy baby, game never but let's maintain possession, hold on to the ball, making sure say one will see it in the kawa. Yeah, they are no echo a year na BBA team akosi. Exactly the kind of gamer. Emranti and team boy BBA team ekosu a year. At the moment 56% possession, one shot on target and shot on target on Nyano and on and I think it's a good score line. We only need to prepare very well for the World Cup. And we only need to admit and prepare very well. Medicaka, so World Cup next year. No, the teams that are coming are not special. Africa here and Yeme I think so we could lose Party, Zibo, Semenyo, and all these guys are flourishing in their liga. You only need a system, you only need a plan to make sure that those players will excel, to make sure those players will show up in games. And only a Juma Aka, yeah, expect something in phone coach Utado. So on a the obey, I'm a BBA team Akosui. Not to take anything from Utado, he's done really, really well. The first black man to take Ghana to the World Cup twice. Ohe Kutisaba, Ratomed Dukovic, Milovan Rojevic. Eye coaches baby, but at least coach Kwesiapia Beyebi, at least watimi aya de abon homodin e de awoko World Cup mako twice out of the 5 Utado de akomienu ne modi bonya de se wosoro. But the reality is that upio factually or the Ghana World Cup back to back, and only idea no be etimi expect e wo ho no nti enema etimi akoso yi e de amaye Benjamin Asare yentimi nka na enyini di mfim wa make a key for the local boys. Ohwe goals obeda e de ma bobuku a your friend the Blasters of Ghana na ade say Benjamin Asare 6 games or die no onya 5 clean sheet or concede 1 goal per my SM brother ohwe adwuma wa ba bebo the competition na ne modebo asani and we make a case for the local players in the national team. Local teams so mutimi boa what the World Cup qualifiers, no. You talk about Hasselhoff, you talk about Kotoko, Mediama, and the Nations FC. 4 teams from the Ghana Premier League contributed to a player. Ghana Etimia qualify for the World Cup. It is the World Cup. And no, that is the biggest day so far as football is concerned. The biggest festival so far as football is concerned. Kudos to the Blasters, kudos to Ghanaians, kudos to the FA, kudos to Utado. Say adia Ghana for pe, adia da Ghana for akomaso, adia Ghana for expect omo nsabeka no, omo tim dia mo. Comoros ene omo ba be ebugi side na omo tim ko nyina ba bia nka so omo ebugi side bio. We've pammeled them and they now accept say we are more better than them. Football sanity at first we didn't put our Arsenal very well, but currently we are better than Comoros and we've beaten them. Whichever way, Mlante na yade. Ghana has qualified for the World Cup. The Blasters have done well. Obi obuama yitimi call World Cup. The World Cup no, success no. Yada na se. The American say, I and the Chem Sports TV. Share video no obi nsanka bi no obi so intimi enhwe bi. Yada obi bia say. Kudus Mohammed for me was my man of the day. Very impressive, and Ochese, he is a key man, the star boy of the side, and Omame, that kind of entertainment, excitement, and I enjoy them. Adam Dibubisi, Makramo. Kudos to the Blasters. We are coming to USA, Canada, Mexico in 2020. It is the World Cup and it is the Coupe du Mondial. Enjoy your night.